Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in Tier 1. It's a new game, new season, same two at the top. It's Tixie versus Jensen. Off the line again. Who's going to come out first? Tixie gets away well. It's lights out again, and Nonchalant is straight on the back of Jensen. Going into turn 1, Nonchalant has got the outside line, and Nonchalant on his debut is into P2 at turn 1 in round 1.
Yeah, that's a mega start. And who's that going around the outside? Jensen is trying to get the move back. Oh, Nonchalant! He's gone round! He's gone round! Oh no!
He's in the wall! It's nightmare for Nonchalant. He's went from 0 to 0. Zachary Munn swoops past Jensen, has been caught up in that instant, but keeps it on the track as Jensen in P3 and Zachary Munn is in P2. Tixie is now 2 seconds clear out front. And Hasty is into P4 as well after a decent start for himself. And he is right on the back of Jensen.
Yeah, D and Nanu going side by side here, squabbling on the first lap. D stuck it round the outside there in that high-speed section. He's got himself up into P7. Liam Doherty making a place as well.
Lewis Piper making moves on the start as well, up into P11, just overtaking Liam Doherty going into turn 11. And he is on the charge, trying to get himself back into the points and putting himself in a good position for the rest of this race. But Zachary Munn in P2 for this first lap, and Jensen right on the back of him, and Hasty still on the back of Jensen, but Junior is eager to challenge the Tier 2 champion.
Yeah, Zachary Munn, we know he likes his track. Last time we raced here in Tier 1, he did come out as the winner in an Alfa Romeo. You can see Jensen challenge him now, using that overtake, and is getting past Zachary Munn. Ace's got a good view of this action. He's sticking it well in P4 at the moment, up 2 places from the start. It's very easy to run right, run D, and you'll pick up yourself a penalty.
Few moves here. Going 3 wide. We're going 3 wide with Nanu D and Icky Robbo. Who's going to come out on top? Down the inside, I think it's Icky Robbo who just keeps it, as Nanu and D still squabbling out of the corner. But yeah, D gonna want to make up some ground. I did expect a bit more pace from D today, to be honest. But at the moment down in P8, so we'll see what he can do. Is just trying to put one down the inside of Nanu. He's going to put it down at turn 13. He is indeed turning in, bit of collision, bit of wheel banging. Outside for D, inside for Nanu. Who's going to come out on top, going on to the straight?
Oh, who's round?
Bit of a wheel. Oh, who's that? Hasty.
Hasty's round. Zachary Munn sets the fastest lap, but that is crucial for the Ferrari. He's going to drop out of the points, is he? Yeah, CSGO's going to get him here. He's going to have pretty hot tyres, and Hasty is down into P11. But CSGO's run deep into that corner. Little love tap there from Hasty, and Hasty, is he back in the points? CSGO's going to give him a lunge down the inside. But I think Hasty's just about going to keep that position.
Is it like, VSC?
We've got a cheeky VSC going here. And I'll tell you what,
is that?
Jensen, no, Tixie's thought, you know what, it's time to move on to the hards. It is time to go to the end of the race on this hard compound tyre. Junior's also in, Icky Robbo's in. As Jensen picks up a penalty as well, as Tixie makes the move on the main straight on Nanu, is up into P4 now. The current championship leader, as he got pole position, which means he gets 1 point.
Every lap those tyres losing grip even more, but so are Jensen and Zachary Munn's, as got a car going into the wall there. I think that's CSGO. And then so you got, oh no, Zachary Munn.
Zachary Munn in the wall?
He's got damage. He has got damage. That's big damage, and that's big damage to his point scoring position today, as Junior and D's eyes will be lighting up, as we've also got a car off in sector 3, and that's a red car, and I think that's Hasty again. Junior's going to struggle on these medium tyres as well, but he's going to be 4.8 seconds clear of Icky Robbo. But do you know what? I think Icky Robbo could catch that, to be honest, on the hard compound if the mediums do die out. So Icky Robbo could be in the fight for the podium today, and D as well. He's still in there, I've got to say. If he's got the pace on those fresh mediums, he could find himself catching up to the final podium place at the last stages. But yeah, let's see what D can do.
So he needs it to be 25 point.
And a lap, guy. Oh, Junior!
Oh no!
You silly man.
Oh, who's gone off? Zachary Munn!
It's Simon!
He's done a stroll. He's done a stroll.
Oh, he's an absolute lemon pepper meringue. I don't have a clue what that is, but we're on the final lap, and Nanu is in big money shots. Oh, is Iki Robbo just thinking now, let's chill out, let's just put my shoulders back or forward, because you got to chill out because Nanu's on his way. Nanu's on his way.
He's on his way. We'll see this move, then we'll see Tixie crossing the line.
Whoa, yo.
Nanu gets the move done on Iki Robbo, and you'll see your race winner.
There we go. Now, reigning champion, reigning fastest pace man on track, and he's slid across the line. It's dominance from Tixie once more. Better strategy and better pace here in Australia. Got pole, got the win, and that is 26 points in the locker. Jensen does get the fastest lap and P2. His strategy was kind of compromised today. Nothing more he could have done. It was 1,000th away from pole. D, off to a cracking start this season. Driver of the day as well. So I've just realised Iki Robbo gets the position back as Nanu had a penalty. So I didn't really mean anything.
Side by side action in the last couple corners. Jack Vlogs and Atom. This is 4th position. Jack Vlogs is going to get the DRS up to the line. Is it going to be P8 or P9 for Jack Vlogs? This is going to be close, you know.
Oh, it's not off straight.
Just gets it. Wow, Liam Doty, poor race from the big green car. Realistic simulator, realistic Sauber simulator for real life, and Liam Doty does a front flip over the line.
That was quite a big one, actually.
Yeah, it was. A musty flick.
Is he even going to get points? Did he get points? Yeah, he did.
Just 11 for CSGO Plus Cup. But yeah, your winner here today, Mr. Tixie.
We've got a Season 6 champion on the front row again. It's Vojta versus Jensen. Can Jensen get the lead of the championship? Or is it Vojta's turn? Is it Vojta's time to charge? Here we go. It's lights out and away we go. We're going down into turn 1. Jensen has got away very well for Jensen's start. And I tell you what, it's been a massive crash.
Round. Martin is round and he's at the back of the field along with Dan. So that is a huge collision. And Dan has got himself a 10-second penalty for that crash. But it is no VSC or safety car. Martin Zluva now at the back of the field.
Rodo spun as well. It's all carnage. Dan's going around the outside of a few drivers. Oh, it's chaos at the start. Vojta, his luck, he's nowhere. Absolutely not his fault at all. Phoenix was going around the outside and he just got absolutely wiped out. Phoenix in P2, Hasty in the podium places. And it's absolutely all to play for still as Phoenix is still on the back of Jensen. He is getting nowhere so far. But what can Hasty do? But yeah, tyre wise might be a good strat.
Krish.
But I've got a yellow flag. Is that Krish Dawan? Or is it Dan? I think it's
Dan's had a upset. Dan. Oh, Dan. But I'll tell you what, it's kicking off in the lead. Phoenix has taken the lead of this race. D is trying to squabble for positions on the podium. Iki Robbo has had a little incident as well at the back. But there's going to be another change for the lead. Jensen is going to retake that position from Phoenix. And D just has to settle back into P4.
Vojta's definitely got the pace. He's up into P9 now as well, making progress and gets the fastest lap. Gonna probably still hope for a safety car as Dan is retiring from the race. Still using a bit of batch stay, and so is Hasty. But the front runners on the other hand saving very nicely as Iki Robbo has retired, and it is a crash on track, so that will be a virtual safety car. It's not going to be a full course, and RB is going to come into the pit lane now. Or is it too early?
Not sure though. As I say, those hards are like bricks, so they will last probably till the end. So we'll have to see if any of these leading lot will jump into the pit lane. Just watch and make sure they all abide by the pit rules. You have to stay well left if you want to pit. Jensen staying out, Phoenix staying out, Hasty comes in, D does not. Jack Vlogs nonchalant also in. Junior opts to stay out at the last minute. And Martin or Vojta comes in. Red is also in. But there is a scrap behind between Phoenix and D here.
Oh, there we go. D's going for it now.
Oh no! Oh no! They've both hit the wall.
Jack Vlogs come through.
Through goes Jack Vlogs.
No way.
Into P2.
Oh my god.
Have they both got damage?
This is crazy. It's still side by side.
They have. They've both got left front end plate damage.
Oh no! Ooh, bit of contact there as well. I thought I was going to see another Jamal. And I think it was Vojta last time. Or was it Jamal and Phoenix? I can't remember. It was quite a long time ago now, but both getting damage off of that incident. And Jack Vlogs is up into P2 unexpectedly. I tell you what, Hasty's going to be over the moon with that after his pit stop.
With Jack Vlogs, these two are looking strong, but also Hasty, nonchalant. Oh, Hasty's in the wall! Just as I cut to him, Hasty's round in the wall, and he's got himself damaged. So that advantage he got pitting under the VSC has completely gone. He's picked himself up, left front end plate damage, and Hasty, oh, he's bottled it 2 races in a row. Hasty's got damage again, unless he didn't change his wing on the first time, but Hasty has picked up damage, and Nonchalant actually has. Oh, and Hasty's retired.
Oh, safety car, no, that is not great for Vojta's leader, who's making massive progress. He just gapped Jensen on that lap. I think it was about 4 tenths, and he'd gapped Nonchalant by 1.6 seconds. I tell you what, Junior is coming to the pit lane.
Phoenix is back in, he's used my invite, but Martin Zluva, when's he going to go? He's got his foot down now, and he leads the pack away into turn 1. It's going to be lap 16 out of 25. That's a brilliant restart from Jensen. Can he get the jump on Nonchalant? And he does. And I think Nonchalant, with the penalty, just sits in behind. I don't think there's been any major collisions through turn 1 as well. There is scrapping behind for position, but I think everyone has made it through safely.
As well, but Junior is going to be pressurised into trying to do something, making a move.
Oh dear!
Big send by Phoenix into turn 1. Bit of collision. Junior goes off the track, but Phoenix still gets through. It's a bit unsportsmanlike. It's a bit of a dive bomb. Sends Junior off the track. I think that 3 seconds will be able to get removed. But Junior overtaken as Phoenix is up into P3.
Yeah, he's just got to keep his head now, Junior. He knows that one he'll probably get removed as Phoenix nearly loses the back end there. But yeah, Junior needs to stay on track, not get another warning, and then that penalty will get removed for him.
He's going to have to use a bit of battery Vojta now to defend this position, but I don't think he's got any. As here goes Phoenix. He's going to be on them both going to the final corner.
3 wide.
Phoenix absolutely flying. Here we go again. Phoenix hasn't won a race since season 7 Portugal. Now is it his chance today. 3 laps to go. He's going to have the DRS and he's using his battery. Everything he's got now going into turn 1. Phoenix versus Jensen. Who's going to come out on top? The season 7 champion or the new generation? Here we go. Vojta trying to put one down the inside. Jensen with a fantastic exit on the hard compound. Gets the position and keeps P1 in this race. 2 laps to go now.
Great
Who's going to win it?
Great defending from Jensen there. Keeps himself in P1. Phoenix theoretically should be on the better compound of tyres, but they are evenly matched on the laps, give or take 2. But Phoenix going into the lead, is he?
Here we go, round the outside at turn 13. And he's got the outside line, both pretty similar. Has he got the better exit? I think he has done, you know. There we go, Phoenix into the race lead. All the shambles, the instant with D earlier. But he still kept his head. Oh, bit of a wiggle on the ears there. But Phoenix hasn't won a race in season 7, round 4. And he is back in P1 once more. Now Jensen is going to want to get that first win this season. It is only round 2. Tixie took it last time out. Jensen, his win will come this season, I'm sure, for that. And his championship charge. Is it Phoenix's time? Is he going to win this race today? And is it going to be a change in the title fight? Now, Jensen versus Phoenix versus Vojta. Who's going to go in to lead the race? As he's staying behind. So it's going to be the final lap shootout. Oh, who wants to lead into turn 1? I don't know what's happening, what the tactic is now. Because the fight at the back straight is going to be huge. And I tell you what, Vojta is very close behind. He's using battery. Vojta, can he go all the way into turn 1? He's nearly sandwiched in. Phoenix outside, Jensen inside. Vojta trying to go for the switchback. And Jensen's gone for the switchback on Phoenix. Phoenix leads the final lap of this race. I'll tell you what, it's been drama fulfilled. But Phoenix, is it his time? Bit of a wiggle for Jensen there as Phoenix is getting on with it. He's using his bit of his battery in sector 1. But oh, this is crazy. I don't know who's going to win this race. Phoenix goes off the track.
5 cars could win this race. Any 5 of these cars in the top 5 could have a shot at winning this race. It all comes down to these final few corners and the back DRS straight and the run up to the line. But Phoenix has pulled a little bit of a gap on Jensen.
He has indeed. He's used about 25% of his battery. 6/10 is the gap as he uses a bit of curb there, a bit too much curb, but onto the straight. DRS hungry is Jensen on this lap. Oh, I don't know who's going to win this. It's going to be close. Now we're going into turn number 22, 23, 24. DRS, the back straight. This is the main place now. The final back straight for the race win. Jensen is flying past at the minute. Vojta's too far behind to say anything. Jensen outside, Phoenix inside. Phoenix is going to have the DRS to line. It's been season 7, round 4 since the last time Phoenix won the race in Portugal. But who's going to win it? Jensen. It's got the inside line. It's going to be through. It's going to be Jensen. Who wins in round 2 in Saudi Arabia? What a battle to the line. Side by side to the line once more. Season and season, and Vojta comes home in P3. Sensational stuff, but Jensen wins to the line. It's round 3, season 9, Austria, the championship leader, at the front by 3/10 again. It's old rivals on the front row again. Can D capitalise on another great performance? It's lights out and away we go. And Jensen gets away very well, I've got to say, into turn 1. He's got a fair lead on Tixi behind. We've got a bit of side-by-side action from the cars behind. It's McLaren going wide. I think that's Flume getting a move done. Are trying to defend his position on Seth Martin as Seth Martin makes a move on Jack Vlogs at the start. Seth Martin going all the way round down the inside of Flume. The Williams versus the McLaren. Seth Martin's back with a bang and he goes into P5. The top 5 running still very closely. There's still some side-by-side actions. Nanu gets past Jamal and we're going into turn 5 and turn 4 and 5. And oh, it's very close between D and Tixi as we're just about to hit the sector 2 line. Jensen leads by 3.5 tenths. Tixi in P2 and D trying to get a move or get ever so closer to Tixi ahead as he's battling all through the midfield as it's crazy at the start. Moves around, moves galore as we're going to lead on to the second lap in just a minute. It is indeed, and DRS gets enabled on lap 2 now. Can Tixi challenge for the front? Here we go, down the inside. He's going round turn 2, up to turn 3 as Tixi is now the new race leader. And now has Jensen got the DRS? He's tried a bit of a switch back. He's got a fantastic exit. He's got the DRS and he gets back into lead the race. What an exit, what a move. And a tactical genius by the Alpinas. Tixi already going for a move at turn 4, round turn 5. Jensen, I think, has got the better traction though, and he's going to have to get back through as Vojta and D. Bit of wheel-to-wheel action as D keeps that position, but Tixi versus Jensen versus D versus Vojta, and Seth Martin still clinging on at the back. Is Seth Martin one of the front runners today?
3 wide!
3 wide into turn 3. It's all going mental. D takes a lead of the race. Jensen keeps it on Tixi, and Jensen's going all the way. It's going side by side, 3 wide for a minute. Jensen keeps the lead. Tixi going round the outside at turn 4. Jensen keeps the inside. Tixi with the inside, but nothing going there for Tixi as it keeps the same positions. But it's 3 wide twice on 2 straights. Crazy stuff from the front runners as yet again Jensen leads another lap. Tixi in P2 and D in P3. Now, if this carries on like this, I'm sure Vojta and Seth are going to pick up the pieces. But all to come. Oh, we're only on lap 3. 33 laps to go. It's already getting very feisty at the front. D on Tixi down the inside going into turn 3. Tixi breaks a bit earlier so he gets the traction and he gets the DRS on this straight. D is in the lead of the race coming out of turn 3, but going into turn 4.
Oh, it's off! Ooh. D's off!
Massive crash. Tixi just nudges into D and D is all the way down in P11, getting overtaken all over the place. Tixi with a bit of a collision now. I'm not sure who was at fault. We're going to have to replay that and that'll be definitely investigated after the race. But D is certainly out of this contention at the front. Is a long way to go. It's going to have to be a miracle for D to get back up at the front. He definitely has a pace today. But absolute shambles as D is down in P11. Big crash. And I think he might just make a move. He might try and make it a bit later so he gets the DRS on the next straight. We'll see if he does that. Yep. Down the inside. Breaks it slightly later. Oh. Still on the inside. Bit of contact. Front wing to rear wheel as Jensen won't get the exit now. I don't think he might get his position. Has he got... Is he using a bit of battery? He is using a bit of battery. So I think he will make the overtake. Down the inside. Seth Martin go for it on Vojta Luva. as down the inside, Seth covers it. Oh, Seth Martin!
Oh,
no! Oh my word, Seth Martin! He's tried to go down the inside. He's took out Vojta and Tixi. It is carnage at the front once more as Tixi and Vojta are all the way down. They're still falling positions. Tixi down in P18 and Vojta down just behind Seth Martin in P9. Have they got damage?
Gary Threelegs on the podium.
Crazy.
Gary Threelegs.
Gary Threelegs
is on the podium.
What is going on? Flume's fighting for the win.
Jensen is clearing the lead now. This is incredible stuff.
My throat feels horrendous, and it's only lap 10. We've got 26 more thrilling laps to go. As on this lap, is Flume going to take the lead of this race? Going to have a new leader. Flume underscore is in the lead on the race. However, Jensen is going to have a cracking exit. Oh, bit too feisty on the exit. And he's going to have a DRS, but I don't think it's going to be enough on this lap, as I think Flume is going to keep it. With the extra power and the extra speed, there he goes into turn 4. Jensen back in the lead once more. Flume going for a bit of a switchback, and they might be going side by side into turn 6. Flume with the outside. Oh, chill out, lads! Round the outside, very close, bit of wheel banging, but Flume takes the lead again! Like Oscar Piastri in the McLaren, round the outside of turn 6. It's a lovely move from Flume, judged it perfectly, and he's in the lead once more. 2 laps led now from Flume. Jensen chilling behind, and Gary Threelegs very close to the back of Jensen as well. What a battle we have with some unexpected candidates. Oh, Vojta going for a move down the inside, he makes it stick on Nanu, and he's going to go for his teammate. Hasty goes wide, oh no!
Vojta's in the wall again.
Vojta's in the wall.
3 wide.
Tags the back of him. Oh my days.
3 wide at the front.
He's going crazy. Gary Threelegs in the middle. Flume on the left. Jensen on the right. Who's going to come out on top? Going down to turn 4. We're going 3 wide once again. And Jensen with the inside line. Still side by side with Flume. It's getting slippy out there as Gary Threelegs just tips the rears out. But down the inside for Flume. He's going to lead this lap. Here we go into turn 6, it's getting slippy. Jensen with a switch back of dreams. But no, he can't do it. He can't make it stick. And into turn 8, Flume leads this lap. And is it going to be pit stop time? We're going to see. We're going to come into the pit lane, are we? We are going to come into the pit lane as Flume abides very, very nicely to the pit lane entry requirements. He's going to go onto the intermediate tyres. It does indeed. He's going to go 3 wide though between Krish, Jack Vlogs and Tixi. Oh, and Krish Dalan, sorry. Round the outside, Tixi making a move on them all, but he can't make it stick. Oh, he's still on the outside line. He's going to go 3 wide again, I think, going up round turn 2 and into turn 3. No, Krish in the Sauber losing track and losing ground. Down the inside, Vojta's going for it. Boy, it's all over the place. I'm not sure who's coming out on top. Krish Dalan comes out on top in P6. Tixi in. Oh no!
Vojta round again, is it?
My voice just went, but Krish and Vojta crashing on the exit of turn 3. It's another crash for Vojta. And, oh, he's going to be heartbroken. It's not went to him at all. Krish in the south, but also going to be fuming with that. After making up so much ground from the back of the grid as Vojta is let through by Atom. But heartbreak for Vojta. Tixi on the back of Krish Dawan. But still, this is getting feisty as another collision with Vojta in the Ferrari and Krish in the Sauber.
Yeah,
but
Jensen.
Flume overtaken by Jensen.
Yeah, Jensen clearing the lead now. I feel like he's just going to run away with it. I think he has the raw pace on Flume now, unfortunately for him. The McLaren, he had very, very good pace, but I think he's got to settle and try and maintain that gap to P3.
Flume's in the pit lane.
Flume's in? Interesting.
Flume's in.
What has he gone for?
Inters again. So I have those inters degraded. It would make sense actually because they have been cooking the rears a lot of the drive. So have they got to stop again? Flume going in early. So we'll see if it pays out for him. The undercut if the others stop again as well. I'm guessing they will have to if Flume has went in this early as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how that one pans out, and he gets in a nice bit of free air.
Nice gap,
2 seconds behind Jamal, and 3.6 ahead of Flume. But if Jensen were to pit now, I think he'd come in a bit of traffic. Yeah, Tixi trying to go for a switchback. There we go, lovely move from Tixi as he gets the traction down. Oh! This is going to definitely help Flume as he goes off the track. As Tixit has just rage quit, and that is definitely not nice.
Not nice.
And it's definitely a penalty as well.
Yep.
Flume versus Gary Freeleg. We wouldn't expect any of the pair to be on the podium today, but they picked up the pieces very, very well, and it's all to play for on the final lap. Can Gary Freeleg throw anything at Flume to try and get P2 here today? Has not even scored a point yet at the championship, but yet he's battling for P2. Inside for Gary Freeleg, outside for Flume. She's trying to break as late as possibly can. Can he get any sort of traction to complete with Flume? No, he can't. Flume gets P2 back after pitting, and he's given us some great jam. And now can Krish get on the back of Gary Freeleg? I don't think he'll be able to, but very impressive stuff from Flume, getting back into P2 after pitting. Did he just fancy a bit of drama going into the final races? I am not sure, but Flume giving us some drama on the final lap. And Flume, as Jensen, been phenomenal today. Got pole by 3/10, and he's going to win 2 rounds in a row. 18 seconds is the gap as Jensen keeps the top of the championship and extends that gap to P2 with Tixin not finishing, and D also just scoring the 2 points today. However, Flume with an absolutely fantastic race from a tier 2 winner to a tier 1 podium sitter. P2 for Flume today. What a race. Gary Freeleg grabbed P3 in the end. What a race from Gary Freeleg and Flume. P2 and P3, what a podium here in Austria, and what a race we had. Krish Dawan gets P4 in the end. Nanu, after another great race, is in P5. Jack Vlogs in P6. As Vojta
bite into the line, but I think Seth Martin just comes out on top. Apologies for interrupting there, but that was spicy.
No worries. Vojta grabbed P7 after a very dramatic race from after a lot of incidents. Icky Robbo in the points and grabs P8. Here at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit, round 4, the first mystery round of the year. The RBs are on 1, 2, and Vojta in P3. It's like season 6 all over again, and the lights are out, and we are running here in the Canadian Grand Prix as Phoenix gets away absolutely fantastically as Vojta already going down the inside. What a move from Vojta, what a start into P2, and can he catch up to the back of Phoenix as Jamal is losing places side by side with D. If D's had a decent start getting past Flume, but at the minute it's still RB on top as Phoenix still leads the way. Vojta in P2, Jamal in P3, D in P4, Flume in P5, and Jensen making up places at the beginning already up to P6. Absolutely mega off the start from Phoenix, but still we're going side by side with a McLaren of Flume and D. Who's going to come out on top? Oh, it's very close, pushed off the track is D, but Flume still coming back on the track, and that's close. It's probably a first lap incident. But D is now down in P7 as Jensen makes a move round the outside on Flume as he's going to get the power down. It's Flume and Jensen side by side. Can Jensen make the position as he's trying to get already up to P4 from P7 on this lap?
Yep, incredible racing from the start we've seen so far. Martin Zluva is into the lead. Vojta in the Ferrari takes first place. Can he come back? But I don't think he can. So let's focus on the leaders. Martin Zluva's had a slide. It's caused his car to go ghosted. Can that give Phoenix the run?
Yeah, on the casino straight, it's a very long straight, and it is a double DRS section point for the start finish straight as well. As there goes Phoenix back into the lead this race with ease before the braking zone gets past.
Yeah, as we've seen so often in FZR race, it breaks into 2 trains as Jensen goes very, very deep there. That's probably going to be a warning for him and Flume is into P4. So yeah, as I was saying, 2 trains normally form, and the second one is starting with D.
Might need a safety car.
Move for the lead. Vojta and Phoenix going side by side, and Vojta has got out in front, so Vojta leads the race on lap 5 and move into turn 1.
As Phoenix is very, very close to the back of Vojta. He's going to cover this off. Don't think he is. Down the inside, Phoenix goes later on the brakes. Swoops past into turn 2. Very nice, clean move. as Phoenix gets back into the lead of this race. I think Jamal's had a pretty bad exit. Flume's going down the inside. Go on, Flume, shows what you can do into the chicane. That's a very, very nice move as Flume gets a 3-second time penalty though.
Here we go.
There we go. Jensen past Jamal, swoops through. Jamal had a pretty bad lap. Got overtaken by Flume, now overtaken by Jensen. He's now at the back of this train. It's easier said than done, but I think he definitely could get the podium. Says Vojta trying to make a move. There he goes. Used a bit of battery on this lap, as he used about 40% in total. Gets a double detection, should stay in the lead. However, Phoenix, with his very good chicane, is not going to make a move. I think he's just going to stay behind as Vojta takes the lead once more. The Season 6 champion.
Yeah, if you have a look at D, you can see he's coming to the pit lane, so E is going for that undercut to try and get back in this first back. If you want to have a look, see if he's coming out of the pit lane. Unfortunate that some have got penalties, but you know, who's that gone straight on? It's Vojta. Vojta is in the pit lane, so is Phoenix. No, Phoenix has stayed out. Flume and Vojta in the pit lane. If you want to have a look at them again, you can see those two into the pit lane, potentially going for the undercut to come out in the lead of this race, but they will have all the tyres towards the end of the race. So 3 of the front pack have stayed out and 2 are in the pits. Has D pulled off the undercut? I'll ride on board with D and I'll be able to see if you watch those pitting through turn 1 now. Has he done it? Has he done it? No, he hasn't, not quite. D within the traffic is in P10. Unfortunate, but we'll go back to the front. Are they going in the box? Are they going to box?
He's dive bombed it. What a move from Flume. Judged that very, very well. However, they're still side by side going onto the casino straight. Who's going to come out on top of him? Flume has the slipstream from Vojta ahead, and they both have DRS. Yeah, as I expected, both of Jensen and Jamal are in the pit lane, but Phoenix stays out once more. Still side by side between these two, but Flume is passed as Seth Martin has to yield. However, Seth Martin has the DRS. Can he challenge again? Here he goes, going for the outside route. Flume with the new tyres can brake so much easier. Wow, that is a big difference. There's D challenging his teammate there, gets past Jamal as D's back in the fight now. Now as Phoenix made the wrong call, what's he going to do? He's going for a tyre offset.
And he is in, so we'll see if the undercut has worked for the race lead. Martin Zluva on the right hand side of the screen, making his way as fast as he can. Is he going to be in this lead of the race as Phoenix comes out of the pit lane?
I think he's made a mistake, Phoenix here. Surely you'd want to, you know, do the pit on the same lap to stay in the battle. He's going to come out way behind, surely. Has the undercut? Well, yeah, look at it. Look at the distance between the leader
has got turn
and
1, but
Phoenix.
Yeah, crazy undercut. So Phoenix, where's he going to come out? Is it going to be behind Jensen? Just behind Jensen. It's going to be behind Seth Martin as well. He's got to get ahead of Seth Martin, but Seth is staying into P6, gets himself another time penalty, but Phoenix is right at the back of this train now with his teammate Jamal.
As they were battling with Jensen in Austria in the changing weather conditions, but today Flume versus Vojta.
Jamal's off into the runoff at turn 1. Jamal, not too sure what happened to him, but now he's going to be back within that second train. Can he claw back into that front runner pack? But Jamal, that is going to be crucial for his finishing position. He can't get probably ahead of P7 now unless there's any sort of safety car incident.
As here we go, DRS going down the casino straight. Flume is going to go into the race lead here again today. He led a few laps in Austria and now he's leading here at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit here in Montreal. As Flume is in the race lead, he does have a 3-second time penalty. Can he gap the cars behind by that, or are the cars behind gonna get the penalty as well? D in P3, Vojta in P2, and Flume in the race lead. Here we go, DRS. He's gonna have to use a bit of battery to get through, as I think he must be using a bit of a higher downforce setup than Vojta. I'm pretty sure he's a lot quicker in sector 1 and into
Phoenix
the
as well.
There we go.
And Jensen overtakes D. So Jensen up into P3, Phoenix up into P4, but it's going to be provisional P2 right now for Phoenix, as Flume and Jensen would drop back behind him with those penalties, and D would be on the podium as well.
1.1's the gap on the next lap. He's going to have to push as hard as he can to try and get back in with that DRS.
Fighting with Phoenix
goes for a move.
Yeah, that will not help trying to get back in the DRS, but swapping positions, Phoenix, can he push even harder than Jensen and get into that DRS range, which is a second or under?
There's Phoenix on Flume. Both of them. Vojta versus Phoenix. Can Phoenix get the race lead back? He's 3 wide. Going onto the straight. It's not quite. Flume has to back out, but D is also going free. Is he going to go for a move to turn? Here we go. D down the inside. I'm just dying a minute.
Here we go.
Throw it. Well, Vojta got the inside line. Phoenix with the outside line. It's all going crazy, this front 5. But Phoenix takes the race lead. The tyre offset has worked. Jensen in P4, just making a move on Flume. D in P3 and Vojta still in P2. Oh my days, my voice is just can't take this anymore.
Yep, Phoenix did pick up a penalty going side by side there into the wall of champions, so that probably could get removed if he appeals it.
Very crucial moments indeed. They're using the pair of them. Phoenix using well, pretty much all of his battery on this straight. There he goes, it's all gone. But here comes Vojta Zluva. Here we go. Round the outside into the final chicane. There he goes. Vojta Zluva getting a fantastic... Oh, bit of contact with Phoenix there behind. But Vojta takes the lead on the final lap and wins the Grand Prix. What a race. What a battle. I forgot it was the final lap there. But Vojta Zluva wins the Grand Prix. What a race. What a victory. Season 7, round 6 is his last victory. And Vojta comes out on top again. Using all his deploy on too early was Phoenix. But Vojta used it strategically with the DRS, the slipstream. Wow, what a race. What a battle. Vojta Zluva wins the Grand Prix. What a bloke. And he very much deserves that.
Absolutely, very, very proud. What was it, season 6, round 8, did you say was his last victory? But yeah. Vojta back on top again in season 9. There's going to be fight to line between Seth Martin and CSGO Puscut, but Seth claims the final podium, final points playing position, and Templos comes home just outside of the points, unfortunate. But yeah, Vojta back on top. Wowee. Round 5, season 9, here we go. The lights are on, and it's lights out and away we go. And Tixie and Phoenix get a pretty even start, but Martin Zluva is probably got the jump on Jensen. He's going down the inside into turn 1. Can he hang on round the outside now? Martin on Jensen. I think he's just lost out, but he's going to go for a dive down the inside. As there's a bit of contact, and Martin Zluva. Vojta is round again on the first lap. First lap incident for Vojta Zluva, and he's round to the back of the grid. We saw it happen in Jeddah. We've seen it here again. I think it was pretty audacious move to dive down the inside, but Tixie and Jensen have got away well. Phoenix has dropped 1 position, has lost out to Jensen. Flume trying to make the move round the outside on Phoenix. Can he get the traction down on those soft compound tyres compared to the mediums? Flume looking for a move on Phoenix to grab that podium position. Seth Martin making moves on Hasty. I think they're going side by side here into Cops. Is this going to end well? And we have seen it end well. Seth Martin's gone off the track a little bit there. Flume, fantastic start on the soft compound tyres, but I think everyone, apart from Martin, has made it through safely. He's not too far behind though, so he can definitely catch up, as there's a bit of side-by-side action between Jack Vlogs, Palang, the couple drivers going off there. And there's a spinner at the back, and that's Liam Doherty. After a pretty good qualifying, is now joining Vojta at the back of the grid. Phoenix and Flume going side by side through Stone. Flume is into the podium positions on the soft compound tyres. Tixie leads the way on lap 1, as it's very tricky to keep it on through Maggots and Beckett's, and also through Cops, and Jensen is going to make a move into the lead, and we're going to have a new race leader, are we? Jensen into Stowe is your new race leader on lap 2. I think we're going to have a lot of this switching around throughout this race. I'll tell you who is going for a move. Tixie back on Jensen. Flume's going to want to get involved in the action. Round the outside goes Flume. Can he get the better traction compared to the Alpine driver? And he can. That's a fantastic move from Flume in the McLaren. Just swoops round with Tixie. Jensen loses 2 places, and it's now Tixie Flume 1-2. There's going to be another move here. Flume, is he going to be a new race leader? Round the outside it's going to be for Flume, and Flume and Jensen get past Tixie, and Flume is your new race leader on lap 4. As I think Mark Noble is sort of in a race of his own now between the two trains, but round the outside, Tixie going for the move on Jensen up the inside. It's a copy of what we saw from Flume a couple laps ago, and Tixie is back in the lead of this race. It's, I tell you what, been lovely racing so far for round 5 the British Grand Prix. On lap 9, Jensen goes off the track, so that is certainly going to be a track limits penalty for Jensen. Alex, this is where I need you to go through all the warnings. This is going to get tasty towards the end of this race. As Jensen round the outside, bit of contact between the front two there, and Jensen has got that move done. Flume has had enough and he's got into the pit lane, so he's going to get rid of those soft compound tyres. Tixie struggling now on those mediums. You saw the huge slide there after the contact with Jensen. Bit of recharging from Tixie there. Jensen's certainly not recharging, he's deploying all his ARS, going for the move into the lead of the race. Lap 12, into the lead is Jensen. It was Maddie, I did assume that. Jensen has pulled the plug, he's now into the pit lane. I'm assuming someone will copy. First one to box, and he's got out ahead of Flume, which is crucial. But Flume, can he get back in the DRS, and can these work together to potentially pull a gap on Tixie? Tixie coming out of the pit lane now. Jensen coming through turn 1. Is it going to be into the lead? Tixie's there. Jensen, can he get the move done? Tixie's going to have cold tyres. Jensen's going to have to sit behind, but I'm sure he's going to pound straight away as Jensen tucks in to the slipstream, tucks into the DRS. He's going to get that rear wing open. Didn't quite get the undercut, but he's going to charge past now Tixie into the lead of this race. Flume too far back to be able to do anything. As we still have a train, as Phoenix is well within here, but he's gone onto the softs, which is really, really interesting. Phoenix, Seth, and Nanu and Iki Robbo all on the softs. I think they've took the data from Flume, which showed them that the softs can last over 10 laps and still have decent pace. So I think Phoenix has used that data from Flume, and he's made that decision to go onto the softs rather than onto the hards, which is pretty interesting call. Pretty interesting. Tixie and Jensen going side by side. Jensen trying to hold it, but the door was slammed shut there by Tixie. I really don't mind that strategy by Phoenix. It's good thinking. Phoenix on the softs, interesting, says Jan. Yeah, it certainly is. We'll have to see if he can make it last, like Flume made his soft compound tyres last all the way to the end of this race. So that would be his P5 for Seth. Flume down the inside of Phoenix is going for it. Flume into the podium positions. Phoenix forced out wide. I think that might be a warning, but he'll get that removed. Down the inside, Phoenix and Flume. There's a bit of contact, but I think that could be classed as a race incident. Phoenix is still well in this fight, so I don't think anything is doing there. Yeah, Phoenix going for the move on Flume. Is it Jensen certainly going for a move on Tixie? Let's cut back to Phoenix into P3 again. Flume trying to get the move back, but nothing quite doing. Now we are going on to lap 24 out of 26, and it is all to play for. 4 drivers could still win. Make that 3. Flume picks up a 3-second time penalty. I knew time penalties were going to be crucial come the end of this race. Tixie took round 1, but Jensen ever since. Tixie's not been attending. Got a race ban last race. Did Tixie serve that? So he's back here today and he's straight back in challenging with the Alpine driver. D gone on holiday and he will miss probably most of what is left of this season. So D out of the championship fight. That's one less contender for Jensen, but Tixie winning this race at the moment. Penultimate lap we've started. Tixie versus Jensen versus Phoenix. Who's going to take this win? Tixie, Jensen, Phoenix, Flume. Who is going to take the victory here? All within a second of the car ahead. Tixie leading this race. Phoenix going for a move on Jensen. Is this going to allow Tixie to break away? Phoenix into the lead of the race, but he's kept in touch, crucially, with Tixie. Tixie into the lead. Phoenix P2, Jensen P3. He's lost out to the Racing Bull driver. Phoenix, the Bull is on the charge. Can he get the race win here at Silverstone? His home Grand Prix was here in real life. Can he do it virtually? Phoenix on the run up now through Maggots and Beckett's. Can he get the move? on Tixie to make it his first win of the season in the Racing Bull. Vojta's got the fastest lap. Phoenix is off the track. That promotes Jensen into P2. Flume into P3. Phoenix has had a mare. He's down. He's lost the car through Beckett's. Phoenix down to P4. Jensen probably can't make the move now on Tixie. It's looking like Tixie is going to take win here today at the British Grand Prix unless there's any late moves. But I think Tixie is going to round out the final corner. Tixie, the Flying Fin, is back on top. And Tixie wins the race. Jensen P2. Phoenix gets promoted back up onto the podium after Flume's penalty. Gary Freeleg, unfortunately, speeding in the pit lane. He's going to drop down probably to P9, maybe even P10. Gary Freeleg there. Seth Martin comes home in P5. It's a mega result for Seth Martin. Zachary Munn P6. Icky Robbo P7. Gary Freeleg P8. And it is P8 for Gary Freeleg. Mark Noble P9. And Jamal, the final points position. Wow.
It is great to be back, and it's round 6. Seth Martin got P5 last time out. Is it a boost in his ego? Here we go, the Irishman and Paul. It's Zachary Munn in P2. It's lights out, and away we go. Seth Martin does get away well. He's leading the way into turn 1 to Zachary Munn going round the outside. Enzo Deligny going 3 wide with Harry Phoenix and Flume, but Enzo comes out on top. Seth Martin with the great getaway. However, we've got a long Kemmel straight to go when we get to the top of Radion, but here we go. Who's going to come out on top? Here we go. Zachary Munn in P2. Enzo behind. Now Zachary Munn pulling out from the slipstream. Here comes Enzo in the inside, but Zachary Munn is going to get into the lead going into turn 5 Lake On, and there we go. Enzo has to tuck in behind Seth Martin, but Seth Martin has to sit for P2. But that long slipstream from Zachary Munn has got him into the lead the race. Can Seth Martin get it back by the end of the lap? Enzo opting for a different line, nearly going down the inside of Seth Martin.
After Eau Rouge, is that Enzo Deligny going round the outside of Seth Martin to take P2. It's beautiful racing from the two of them. Harry Phoenix is going to have a fantastic view of this.
There we go, down the inside. Enzo goes, he takes a lot of curb. He hits Seth there, goes into his front wing, gets him unsteady. Harry Phoenix nearly, you know, picking up the scraps, but Enzo Deligny has to sit behind Seth Martin for another lap. But Seth Martin, can he have the slipstream? Can he have a bit of battery usage? And can he get back ahead of Zachary Munn? But Zachary Munn has led the first lap. He's got a yellow flag in Sector 1. I think that's Nanu in the Aston Martin after, got in for him. Got a podium last season. But here we go on the straight. Enzo Deligny very close to the back of Seth Martin. Seth Martin gaining on Zachary Munn with the DRS. Seth Martin leads the race into the lead at Lake On. Lovely switch. And Seth Martin leads a lap. And I tell you what, Enzo's getting very close to the back of P2 yet again. He's just eager to get that place. The gaps are very close, and the fighting with Vojta going for a move on Harry Phoenix. There we go, Vojta's Zluva strikes first in the top 5, and he's into P4. He needs to catch up to the front 3 though, but however, we're going back to the top of the Kemmel straight. We're going to get DRS open, and we're going to use a bit of battery. But Zachary Munn is losing position. Oh, he's gaining position. Sorry, he's in the lead of the race, but Enzo's going for it down the inside with the DRS. He's going to go into Lake On as the new race leader. However, Zachary Munn got a better exit there, but no, he keeps it. Enzo Deligny leads the race on lap 3. Is Zachary Munn going to do anything about it on this lap? I don't think he can. Has to slot him behind. The Red Bull Junior is in the lead of the race on lap 3.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm so surprised he managed to keep his foot in there, keep the traction going. You saw he was fighting the car, but that's what being a Red Bull Junior driver does. Enzo Deligny, did we have any doubts? Into the lead of this race on lap 3.
Wow, as we're going side by side with Vojta and Flume at the back there. He must have got overtaken by Harry Phoenix on the Kemmel straight, but Vojta keeps it as Flume just trying to keep a nose in there, but no, can't get it done. To the top of Radion as Zachary Munn, Seth Martin, Enzo Deligny are all going to go wheel to wheel again. There goes Zachary Munn, and here comes Seth Martin. He's going to go down the inside. He's going to stay. He's going to stay behind on this lap, but Zachary Munn leads the race as we have another switch with the DRS. bit of advantage. Hasty DNS from the session as he retires. But here we go again. Is Enzo going to go into the lead? Of course he is. Down the inside with the slipstream, with the DRS. Easy gets past. A bit of squabbling on the rears. But yeah, gets past Enzo Deligny in the race lead. However, bit of a wiggle.
Oh, Seth broke his wing. Seth broke his wing. He's gone into the back of Zachary Munn. I think he was expecting Zach to go for a move down the inside of Enzo there, but he just backed out at the last minute, and I think Seth's lost his front right end plate.
Here we go, he's already on the back of him without the DRS. There goes Zachary Munn, already through. He's using a bit of battery as well. There goes Seth Martin as well, making a move on Enzo Deligny into P2. It's Zachary Munn, Seth Martin, then Enzo, then Phoenix, as this battle is just getting started. But there we go, Seth struggling with the right-handers, and I think Enzo didn't know he had damage there, as he let him go past. But there we go, Zachary Munn, this is prime time to try and gap.
Yeah, he's got to bolt away, he's got to use the battery here. This is Zachary Munn's chance to get all the DRS. You can see he's using the battery. 9.5 tenths is the gap. Can Zachary Munn get Seth Martin and Enzo Deligny out of his DRS as Enzo is pushing Seth Martin round? But I think they're just going to keep within it.
On this back straight, round launch him on Enzo. There we go, Seth Martin having to cover the inside. Enzo round the outside. He's going to have the inside line for the final corner. Can he make it stick? Outside to
Phoenix!
inside.
Phoenix has lost the rears, and Phoenix is going to be out of DRS here, Phoenix. Yes, it says Seth, has he got damage? Yes, Seth has got front right end plate damage. You can see it there. Enzo is definitely close.
There he goes. Here we go, another lead change. Enzo's back in the lead of the race. Gets past Zachary Munn on the Kemmel straight with the DRS with absolute ease. The Red Bull Junior back in lead. He's went very, very deep into this corner. Can Zachary Munn fight this one back? I don't think he can. Very tight through there. No moves going, but going into a Vaj. Enzo keeps it. And can he gap? He's going to box. These top four still separated by literally nothing.
On the Kemmel straight now, close to Zachary Munn, but Zachary Munn close to Enzo Deligny. Double move.
Double move. Is Seth going to go for it round the outside? I don't think he is. It's going to be tight with the right hander and the right wing end plate gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, Seth Martin has to stay behind there, but still keeping very close to the back as Zachary Munn takes back that race lead. With that slipstream going up Eau Rouge to the top of Radion. Look at him closing with a slipstream and with a better line. There he goes before the DRS. Enzo Deligny back in the race lead. Here comes Seth Martin though, down the inside. Is he going to get them both going into turn 5? But no, he's not. He's going to keep Zachary Munn's position.
Good racing. Good
He's going to keep P2.
Yeah, it just broke at a point where he wasn't going to smash into Enzo, but he got the move done on Zachary Munn. That is very, very strong stuff. Strong, comfortable under braking from Seth Martin. No locking tyres. Oh dear!
Ooh,
he nearly went round.
No, that's not what they need.
I've jinxed him there. He's out of DRS, and what's to come? More tight corners for Seth Martin. That's going to put damage on that front right end plate, which he has got damage to. So Seth Martin 3 tenths away from the DRS. Is this the time for the box? Is this time for the undercut? Harry Phoenix as well pushing him through. He wants them to get on with it, as Enzo Deligny is gapped by 1.4 seconds now.
Yeah, we definitely must not forget about Phoenix. Just sitting nicely behind, just chilling at the minute. No worries. In P4 in a really nice position. But here we go, Zachary Munn going for the move. He's using that battery to get through. I think now he needs to know he gets on with it. 6 tenths now is the gap to get in the DRS.
Phoenix around the outside of Seth Martin as well. They've left the space. Phoenix, for the first time in a very, very long time, is he going to be into P3? You can see Seth Martin trying to defend. He's popped himself into the pit lane. Phoenix is going to be promoted into P2. Zachary Munn and Seth Martin, you keep on board with these two. As they will pull an undercut, or should pull an undercut.
Vojta's done the undercut.
Vojta. Wow.
He is on the hards. He is on the hards though. Hards versus softs. Surely with that extra grip they're going to get through. Flume also in P3. Successfully done that undercut. And to be fair, they might do it on the leaders as well. 16 seconds to the leader. Is Vojta. Now he goes through into P3. You can just see to your right there, Phoenix and Enzo coming out the pits. What?
Seth Martin side by side with Enzo. Seth Martin in front of Enzo, 2.5 seconds behind Zachary Munn on the exit of the pit lane, but it's thrown him right back into this battle. So if Enzo wants to get past Seth will surely get dragged along with him. But Seth
at the front, it's going 3 wide with Flume, Zachary Munn and Vojta There he goes, Flume inside, Zachary Munn outside, there he goes into the race lead. Zachary Munn pulling off the overtake, and he's back into the race lead. Flume trying to battle this one out, but he can't do it round Rivage. And Zachary Munn is back into the race lead on the soft compound. 8 laps to go.
Oh, Vojta's round! Vojta's round is in the wall! Oh no! Vojta, it was looking so promising for him. The Ferrari driver is now in the wall. Safety car. Wow.
Race is now neutralised. That is not what Zachary Munn wants. There was a nearly 3-second gap to Phoenix and Seth Martin there. Zachary Munn was in a great position, but he's still got Flume in between. We're going to get underway. Zachary Munn is leading. Oh, what a race we've got on our hands. When's he going to go? When's he going to strike it? I think he has now on the power going into the final chicane. There he goes. Oh no, he still hasn't gone. I thought he went quick.
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone now. On the power. Going into the source. He's got a decent start. On Flume behind. How quick can Seth Martin dispatch the middle man? That
Icky
is
Robbo round the outside there of Jack Vlogs. Into the source. That is a brilliant move from the Mercedes on Jack Vlogs. Hards versus softs. Icky Robbo up into P7 already. Back to the front.
Pushing Seth Martin to the top of Radion there. There he goes, really close there. Gonna get the overtake on and he's gonna fly through. Is he gonna get a dive bomb on Flume as well? Going down the inside, I don't think he is, but Seth Martin just lets him go. He knows he's got the damage, but Flume is he will be under attack in a second versus these new softs. 9-lap-old hards, 3-lap-old softs. We know who comes out on top here. Look at that! Look at the grip from Phoenix there, nearly making a move into no name. But there we go, go for a switchback. And we're going to see a move going down Puon. There he goes, already through. Flume lets him go. Phoenix into P2. Now, let's see what battle we have on our hands for the race win. Zachary Munn with only 1 win in FZR. Can he make it too?
Down the inside of Seth Martin. Broken wing for Seth Martin. Enzo Deligny, that's a lovely move. You can see why he's a Red Bull Junior driver. We could not, and we should not, discount him out from this race win. Back in DRS, crucially, Harry Phoenix on Zachary Munn, which could change this race. Oh, Enzo!
I've just seen him go wide, going down Puon, and he got a bit of a wiggle on the rears, and that's going to definitely affect his chances of winning the race. He's going to have to get on with it if he wants to win the race. 3 seconds on top of overtaking. That is nearly impossible. 4 laps to go. Can he do it? Or is it? DRS is going to get through. There he goes. He's using the battery to absolutely try and clear as much as he can on the straights. And there goes Harry Phoenix trying to make a move around the outside. Oh, a bit of contact between the pair. Still going side by side. Can Harry Phoenix make this stick? He absolutely can. What a move from Phoenix.
Seth Martin.
Bit of contact. No worries. Seth Martin going round the outside with the wing damage. That'll be very impressive. But I think he's going to have to stay behind going into no-name corner. But Enzo already gapping the DRS.
There he goes.
Is this on? 1.5 seconds gapped with the battling behind. Can Enzo take this? 1.5 seconds to go. 2 laps to do it. Can Enzo Deligny win this race with a 3-second time penalty? No mistakes now. And pedal to the medal with the DRS. Can he make any more moves today? And there goes Zachary Munn. He's going to fly past. And with that DRS, he's going to get closer to Enzo Deligny. He's gaining on the straights. It's now 1.3 the gap. But Enzo is very, very good through this section. He gained nearly half a second last time out. But here we go. Harry Phoenix is going to make the move surely on the top of Radion. We've got a long lap to go. It's the longest track on the race calendar in Formula 1. Now Enzo Deligny leads the way. Look at the gain from the cars behind with the DRS. 1.4 is now the gap. Harry Phoenix is the race leader theoretically with the penalties included. Can Enzo Deligny pull this off? 1.5 seconds. There's no battling going on behind unless Seth Martin tries to make a move for this race win. He is still in this. 4 attempts to Phoenix in front. Phoenix hasn't won a race
Seth Martin
since that Portugal
could win this race.
Seth Martin could absolutely win this race. Has Phoenix? He has saved his battery well. He has got another second in hand. Has Harry Phoenix to Enzo Deligny ahead. We're on the final lap. We've only got 1 more sector to go. Can Enzo gap? by a second. Can Seth Martin try and win the race? Has he got anything left in the locker? 6 tenths to go. Oh, it's going to be close to the line. 2.1's the gap. Can Harry Phoenix pull this one off? It's literally been so long since his race with Enzo's first league race with us. Red Bull Junior versus one of our champions.
Oh, he's wide. Seth's wide.
Making a move.
Seth's wide.
Seth Martin. As there we go, round the final corner, Enzo Deligny is going to cross the line in first place, but it's not going to be enough. Phoenix is going to win the race. And he's going to take it away from the Red Bull Junior. Seth Martin in P3, Zachary Munn in P2. What a race we had there. Wow. Flume in P5, Vojta after good recovery driving P6, Liam Doherty P7, Icky Robbo P8, Gary Freeleg P9, Nanu rounds out the points in P10. Phoenix was on pole in Season 5, Round 4. He's on pole in Season 9, Round 7. And is he going to lead at Turn 1? Jensen's in P2, the championship lead, and it's lights out. And away we go. Phoenix leads the way after a very good start. However, Jensen is just edging closer. But no, I don't think he's going to be able to make a move into Turn 1. He's still going for it. Maybe into chicane, any moves behind, it's all getting a bit compressed going into chicane. The McLaren of Flume trying to get past Jensen, can't make a challenge. Jamal's had a great start up into P9, and so has Tixie getting past Hasty already. Good to get past a few cars, and I think he's trying to get past Zachary Munn, going all the way around Curva Grande into Della Voggia. And yeah, Tixie does keep P5 still right on the back of Zachary Munn, but Phoenix leads the way very well so far, with Jensen very close behind. The spray out there is absolutely crazy, but particles off most drivers shouldn't affect him too much. Both the Ferraris in P6 and P7. Hasty with a decent getaway, apart from getting passed by Tixie, as Phoenix leads for the first 2 sectors. Is anyone going to make a move going into Ascari?
But yeah, these drivers have all got past the first lap, which is brilliant to see in these full wet conditions. But here comes Jensen.
Absolutely, Phoenix does get the fastest lap for the first lap, but Jensen absolutely flew out of Parabolic, and Flume's right behind as well. Jensen sets another fastest lap of the race. He's 7 tenths clear of Phoenix, but here we go, Tixie going for a move on Zachary Munn. He's going to fly past going into Turn 1, and is absolutely clear by the braking zone. Tricky track. I know it's quite a lot of straight, not many corners, but still there's a lot of chicanes what can really catch you out in the dry.
Oh, look how close Flume is here, and he's going for the move on the run up to Parabolica on Phoenix. Jensen with this battling, can he just pull away? Flume down the inside. Phoenix trying to hang it round the outside, but just offline onto the wetter part of the track. Can't get the traction down as good as Flume in the McLaren. And Flume is now in P2. Jensen sets the fastest lap and has pulled away nearly out of a second, but I think Flume and Phoenix are just going to hang on. Lap 9 out of 27 through Turn 1.
We're just going for a dive bomb actually into Turn 1. What a very, very, very intrigued down. A bit of a switchback for Vojta Zluva. Can he get the power down? Can he get past Zachary Munn? It was an audacious dive bomb, but no, he just can't do it. But it's a very good attempt. Bit of wheel banging, but Vojta has to stay behind.
Oh, I thought Phoenix were going for a move there. That gap was closing. He's just run into the back of Flume in the McLaren there a little bit, and that's allowed Jensen to gain a second more of advantage on the run up to Lesmo 2 now. So 1.9 is a gap to Jensen from those behind him. Absolutely is, and he's using that overtake, and the RB, the Racing Bull, is back up into P2. Nothing Tixie can do, wasn't quite close enough. Zachary Munn just waiting as well behind.
Yeah, Flume still reaching distance as Vojta's Zluva. What have you done?
He's gone to change his tyres, that's what he's done, and then he's gone a wee bit too fast in the pit lane. So that is Vojta Zluva probably out of contention for the win now, as that 10-second is going to prove costly.
Move there between the Aston Martins.
Let's have a look.
As Nano gets past.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the braking point.
Beautiful. Junior, as he got the run through Curva Grande on Hasty. He's not got a lot of battery, so I think Hasty is just going to stay in the lead. I think Vojta has got past Atom. Atom might have let him through, as he knows that's not his race, as Atom is a smart driver like that. He's not going to fight something that is not in contention with. So yeah, Vojta is unleashed down in P15. Are these drivers going to box though? Like 12 out of 27.
What about Phoenix?
Phoenix on wets.
Wets. Also on the wets. I don't think anyone noticed that cheeky little fastest lap on Icky Robbo on the intermediate compound. But Vojta's Zluva takes it back on the wets.
Where are they going to come out? Where are they going to come out in correlation? It's going to be very, very close. I think Phoenix is going to be behind. They're going side by side, Vojta and Flume here. As Flume goes for the switchback on Martin Zluva, goes for it again. But I don't think he can get the traction in correlation to the VSE setup of Martin Zluva.
I'm going to put him in the points today. We'll find out, but we're going to get settled down again. Tixie comes out the pit lane after getting undercut by fair few as they're going side by side out the pit lane. This is literally like Max and Lewis, but apart from one on top of each other. But Phoenix and Tixie going side by side. These two battling, both of them past champions. Tixie last season and Phoenix the one before. But yeah, Phoenix gets that one, gets in front, and is now on the back of Vojta Zluva, but both of them being undercut by Vojta and Flume.
But crucially, these guys on the left-hand side of your screen you can see going side by side through turn 1, and they've all kept it nice and clean. Tixie's gone for a switchback but can't quite get the traction. He's got bogged down after getting a little tap on the rear wing of Phoenix. So these guys are going to go side by side through Curva Grande here. What's happening with Junior and Seth Martin, the likes of those?
Chris Dowan has actually got past Junior, he's battling Hasty. So Chris Dowan with a different start, I think he went for an undercut.
Into turn 1 for the top runners is the Tixie, trying to edge his way to the inside. Going to go for switchback, is he? No, he's going to stick it round the outside, which is going to turn in to the inside for the Curva Grande. A little touch from Phoenix there, as he got a bit of oversteer, I believe. But Tixie is through into P4.
But yeah, I think Tixie's right on the back of this one. He's going to want to get a position on Vojta Zluva. Here we go. Inside before Parabolica.
Oh! Oh dear!
Tixie's in the wall. Vojta makes contact. And they're both definitely out of any contention for the podium positions. And Seth Martin, there he goes, picking up the scraps into P6.
Vojta's got to keep his head here. Yes, he had that contact with Tixie, but he's still in a very, very good position. He has got a penalty though, but you know, still P7. He can gain P6 from Seth Martin if he can dispatch him, but he just doesn't want to lose his head and make any more mistakes. I'm not too sure whose fault. We're going to have to see what the stewards say about that. It looked to be just a big coming together. We'll have to see on the steward inquiries. I'm sure Martin will be making a ticket about that. Was it Tixie's fault? Was it Vojta's fault? Who knows? Was it a racing incident? And Phoenix going side by side through turn 1. Phoenix gets the move done. Vojta Zluva, if you have a look, is in the pit lane. Inters Vojta Zluva, like that a lot.
10 second though. He's got a 10-second.
Yeah, he'll be serving that. So unfortunately, I think that is Vojta's race over. It has been fixed, that patch now where you don't serve 5 instead of 10 seconds. You certainly do serve the whole 10 seconds. There's Flume and Phoenix going side by side into Parabolica.
Here we go, Flume. Phoenix just out before going to Parabolica. Doesn't want. Yeah, it kind of was actually. Quite disappointed there. But Flume into P2 after a decent performance today. He's got 6 laps to go. Can he hang on to it? I'm sure Phoenix is going to answer this one. But look at the straight line speed. He just can't get past. It's so frustrating.
Hang on a minute.
And I tell you what,
into turn 1. Into turn 1. Phoenix going for the move. Tixie going for the move on Flume. That is Flume relegated to P4. But Tixie has a 3-second time penalty. So that's going to cost him positions. I did not see that. Going for the move into turn 1 on Phoenix. Is there going to be a bit of wheel banging? Or are they going to keep it clean? As Tixie's going for the Max Verstappen. He's on top of him. He's on top of him. And through goes Flume.
Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Seth Martin, what's he flying for?
Seth Martin's cooking. Oh my god.
Not again. Not another unreal.
Zachary Mon overtakes Flume, so that is going to be P3 at the moment for Zachary Mon. He's gone very, very deep into Ascari. Phoenix at this moment in time is going to claim P2 behind Jensen, and then it's going to be Zachary Mon and Flume. It's all about who finishes ahead on track out of Zachary Mon and Flume for the final podium position. As we go on to the last lap now.
Yeah, Jensen absolutely flew this race. His Flume's getting past Sakarimon again, but obviously Phoenix behind just chilling. He knows he's going to get both of them with the 3 seconds applied. But obviously, you never know, because a warning might get taken off if an incident happens. So, you know,
and Seth gained 4 attempts on this lap and get himself P5. And I tell you what, he's gained 2 attempts through the first corner. He's just lost a little bit there, so he needs to keep his head. And he needs to just keep the traction, because I think Tixie has an issue here. So yeah,
he's really lifting.
It's all about.
I don't know. I think he's taking Mickey a bit. I think it's all going to come down to Parabolica, but Jensen's going to come home to win the race.
Oh, contact! A little bit of contact. Sakarimon round the outside. Not quite. Jensen is going to win.
Jensen wins. So very dominant Fox in the wet, but Flume keeps and holds on to P2. However, Phoenix is going to take it with a 3 seconds applied. Is going to take P3. The final podium place goes to Flume. And
Seth Martin's going to be close.
P2.
Up to the line. Is it going to be? It is. Seth Martin takes P5 just from Tixie. Wow. As Tixie's left the session, Jamal in P7. Icky Robbo is going to come home in P9 after his penalty, which promotes Junior into P8. Ravis is going to be P11, so just out of the podium, just out of the points paying position. Nanu claims the final points paying position, but Jensen takes victory after missing Spa last week. Back to the top step for Mr. Jensen. Wow.
Here we go then, 5 lights going red, and we're top 2 in the championship. At the front again, it's nice out, and away we go. Jensen does spend away compared to Phoenix. Six is on the attack, already on Phoenix, going side by side, still on Six. Had a great start actually, going round the outside, but Flume's going for it also. Jensen also getting caught up, and now Phoenix is just had to back off, got hit by Tixie. We have a bit of collision there, a bit of wheel banging with Jensen, but Tixie is in P2. Flume's also going for it, trying to nudge on down the inside. And defending from Vojta as well. Go Freelance had a good start up into P5. Sales Krish Gowan LD also in P7. Shockwave in P8. Big battling in the back. I think Mark Noble has dropped down. Phoenix is also dropping down. I think he might have damage from the collision with Tixie. But after a minute, Sakarimon also making moves. Jamal's also up there. Seth Martin on the back of Shockwave, trying to make a move, trying to nudge him down the inside. He's Shockwave on LD. But it's all getting competitive, all getting fierce for the top 5 definitely. But yeah, Tixie hitting Phoenix and taking him to the back of the groups down in P18. Jensen leads. Did get a bit argy-bargy going round turn 1. He's now in the lead by 6.5 attempts compared to Tixie and Flume in behind. I feel like might be using some tactically to defend. As yeah, not going to make a pass on this occasion. LD is going to try and make a move.
Oh, Hasty out.
Chocolate. It was a
safety car. Yeah, Hasty, we saw him struggling, pitted on the first lap, potential damage, then picked up a 3 second time penalty. But Hasty has retired from the race. We'll have to see if anyone jumps into the pit lane to change tyres. Icky Robbo has. He's gone onto the soft compound tyres. Jensen is going to lead everyone round, or is he going to box? Let's have a look. Who's in there? Tixie calling it into the pit lane. Flume and Jensen staying out. Vojta's in. Gary Freeleg continuing on. Liam Doherty, Jamal, Seth Martin has done the opposite of Liam Doherty. He's stayed out. Interesting calls here. I think that is going to be disputed in the Liam Doherty Seth Martin VC. As I think no matter what, Seth or Liam was going to do the opposite of each other there. So who's in the pit lane? Tixie, Vojta, Liam, Jamal. Phoenix is retired.
He retired in the pit lane. I mean, to be fair, he was on hard compound tyres. So strategy-wise, it's a miss as well, the safety car. So yeah, after an unlucky start collision from Tixie, yeah, he's out of the race. Absolutely. When's he going to go for it? Early or late? There's a long straight going into turn 1. And he's gone very early going into the final corner. So there we go. Jensen's gone. He has got a bit of a quick start on Flume, 5 cents behind, but it's not very comfortable for Jensen, I've got to say. If Flume moves a bit of battery, which he is. But yeah, he's not going to be close enough to make a move. Any moves behind? I don't think so. Seth Martin quite far behind Shockwave there.
Here we go. Ugly Panda and Brodo going side by side through turn 1. Oh, Brodo! Oh dear! Is in the wall, and that is the right front end plate of the Sauber. Smashed off. Atom going side by side with Jack Vlogs here, is he? Ugly Panda again going side by side with someone. It's another green car, but it's not as green as Albert, and he's getting overtaken by Tixie as well. Yeah, nice move from Tixie, just
got hit from behind. Ugly Panda got hit by Jack Vlogs there, and just heading around turn 5. So yeah, side by side with Vojta and Jack Vlogs. Vojta gets through. Very lovely move in the chicane there. You don't see many there, that's for certain, but yeah, and it stick.
There's Tixie making moves now into P8, and that's a send there from Vojta on Ugly Panda through turn 1. That was nicely judged. And Vojta up into P10. Is he going to go again on the Aston Martin of CSGO Puscoat? He's going to go round the outside. Can he make it stick? He's going to go for the switchback, get the power down. Another switchback potentially for Vojta. No, he sticks it round the outside. So a lovely move through turn 3 for Vojta. Zluva running into turn 4. That's a gorgeous move from the Ferrari.
He's on the chart. He's an absolute machine, is this lad.
Lovely from the scooter, yeah.
But yeah, Tixie also being attacked by Vojta as well behind. But yeah, Tixie very, very good exit off the final corner. He's already on the Zachary Munn. Going down the inside. So is he going to try and go for the little crush? Don't think he can. Just not quite close enough. But Tixie, the DRS, has he got a better exit to try and make a move? I think he has, you know, using the battery as well. He's going to go down the inside, not quite. He's going to back out of this one. I think he's just going to
Vojta is on Zachary Munn there. A repeat move of Seth Martin round the outside, and a repeat move of him a couple of laps ago. Vojta Zluva up to P7, Tixie in P6, and these guys pushing Gary Freeleg.
It's a very nice exit from Tixie. He's going to try and go down the inside, but covered off very aggressively by Chris Dallan there.
Get back in the slipstream. There we go.
And now Tixie getting a bit of a slipstream from Seth Martin as well. He's going down into both. Tixie is getting past Gary Freeleg side by side now on the way down to turn 2. Tixie gets in the wall.
That was dirty, I think. That was very, very dirty from Chris. I don't know what the stewards will make of that, but Vojta again, another poor, unfortunate performance from him, as that's Gary Freeleg struggling on the rears.
Yeah, Vojta, I don't think it's his fault again. It's just unlucky. Seth Martin maybe getting 4 laps just a bit. As there goes Tixie in P3 with the hard compound tyres. He's going to struggle near the end, but can the front runners make a comeback if they do box? I'm not sure, but there's many laps to decide that.
Absolutely. Jamal up into P9, made a move on CSGO Puscoat, and then Vojta Zluva, unfortunately, has had to go into the pit lane. He has not changed his wing though, which I think he was meant to change his wing there. He's retired from the race, so that is unfortunate for Vojta Zluva. Contact with Chris Dewan, but Jensen and Flume pulling away from Tixie, even though they're on the used tyres, just using that DRS of each other. Tixie is actually gaining.
I think Flume's in the pit lane, and so is Jensen, as Tixie is going to take the lead.
Yeah, you ride on board with Tixie. You can see those in the pit lane now, Jensen and Flume on the left hand side. Tixie into turn 1, takes the lead.
Clear.
Nice one. Hards for Jensen, hards for Flume.
Jensen's getting past them out. I said 3 laps, and it has been 3 laps as Jensen is past. I am literally the AWS system. Poor lap from Jensen, very poor lap. We've actually lost 2 tenths there.
There we go for the final podium position. As predicted, Flume flies past Liam Doherty, but still, Liam Doherty, if he hangs on now, he's got an 11-second buffer to P5. 11 laps to go, not including this one. Liam Doherty could be in for a very, very good result, especially with Seth Martin currently out of the points paying positions.
Yeah, perfect for Tixie. He hasn't won in a few rounds since Silverstone, but he's back on the top step today. No incidents, no worries, being absolutely clear as daylight after the pit stops occurred. Here we go, across the line, Tixie wins here in the Hungaroring. What a race on Tixie, what a strategy. Perfect executed, didn't get well in qualifying, but he's got one at the front row once again on the top step. Now, Jensen Nelson crosses the line, gets under that 5-second mark and gets into P2. Nice comeback, nice recovery after.
It's going to be
P4. The most strategy out there, but yeah. Liam Doherty, he's close to the line, but yeah, he does get P4. LD, has he brought the challenge now to Seth Martin? Seth Martin probably just shaking a bit now going into the next round. LD, getting more confidence now, surely going into the next few rounds. There's a long way to go. And LD still up there. Anyway, Flume gets final podium place, another P3 too, back to back. Another nice result from Flume today. Good pace in the McLaren. Gary Freelegs gets P5. Chris Dallan, a lot of instance, definitely controversial, gets P6 after the Vojta incident. Noble P8 with Jack Vlogs and P7. Jamila gets P9, does get in the points today in the RB. Only one who scored though with Phoenix's instant on one with votes, getting his sets up obviously was going to go bad for him. But wow. Yeah, there we go. Tixie wins.
Tixie lost audio on lap 30, so nice performance to bring it home.
On their grid positions, championship leader out of the question. It's a Haas 1-2 here at the Yas Marina circuit. It's 5 red lights, it's lights out, and away we go. Tixie gets away absolutely fantastically. His teammate absolutely not, goes dropping back. Flume getting the position on Vojta, keeps it very stable. Haas and Mercedes of Zachary Munn and Jack Vlogs going side by side. The Haas comes out on top. LD going through on Zachary Munn, having to keep it behind. Seth Martin fending for life against his teammate, against Mark Noble. But at the moment, pretty healthy and pretty stable competition in the top 5. No one really going for moves. Everyone chilling behind. At the minute, though, behind, there's a few cars going for a move. I think that's Nanu going down the inside of Hasty. He's going to hit sideways. He's now getting overtaken and put under pressure by Chris Dowan going down the inside, who gets the position. Oh. Also, FZR gets a position on Gary Freeleg. Nice move there, but obviously we saw Nanu, or Chris Dowan, sorry, in the background, going a bit wobbly there, going a bit sideways into the wall. Now behind, or with his teammate Junior, sorry. But at the minute, Tixie leads very nicely. But at the moment, pretty settled down in the top 10. Everyone's behaving themselves so far. Aston Martins, both of them got away pretty well.
Round the outside of Tixie here for the lead of the race. They're keeping it nice and respectable, as this is a very, very tricky corner to go side by side in. Couldn't quite see Tixie, but I think there's enough room left for the both of them. Flume, nice racing there with Tixie, but does hold position.
Yeah, Flume still yet to get a race win under his belt. He's got a few P2s. He's got 1 P2, 2 P3s, 1 P4 and 2 P5s. When is that win going to come? These guys are a lot quicker. Seth Martin already with a 3-second time penalty for track limits on lap 5. I think that's going to be an issue for a few people. I think Zachary Munn's getting very close to Jack Vlogs there. There we go. Absolutely. Flying around turn 6. Jack Vlogs struggling with the rears. Zachary Munn gets into P4 and gets past that Haas car. But yeah, that very nice qualifying, different breed to the race with his top pack. Might just be enough, but obviously needs to get a good exit out of turn 5 onto the straight. Good traction zone, and I think he's safe at this moment in time. Or is he? Because Vojta's using overtake, and I think he's going for it now. Here we go, the Ferrari flying through the prancing horse into turn 7. Vojta's Zluva gets into P2. Now, can he do anything about Tixie's lead?
As Flume does actually get past ghosted car there, was it? Oh, no, it was the Aston Martin of Nanu, and yeah, he's ahead.
Yeah, good call. Only 1 lap fresher tyres for Vojta. But yeah, Flume comes out nicely ahead with a car in between. Big Nobes.
Big Mark Noble sets the fastest lap of the race right now. It's on 2 lap old hard, so I'm sure we're going to see some more fastest laps and that timing sheet start to tumble.
One of the craziest out of nowhere.
Hold on a minute. Vojta's Zluva into turn 1 is getting past Nanu on 13 lap old hards. So yeah, Vojta up now into P6, chasing back down Flume, who was in a net P2. So Vojta still looking pretty in for a podium position. And Tixie should be able to clear them both pretty soon. Sets the fastest lap. That's an extra point, along with the pole position.
Outside win for Tixie. There he goes, outside again, going round turn 3, and it's been a fantastically executed move from the Haas driver. Started on pole, went for an interesting strategy, and flies round the outside of the Ferrari of Vojta's Zluva. Great move, no contact at all, keeps it there, and I think Tixie might be going for it again. It's not going to be close enough, going up to turn 7 to the back of the McLaren of Flume, but what a move from Tixie, going round turn 1 and turn 3. Nice and clean, and lovely on the fresh medium tyres. There we go, out of turn 3.
As Flume goes very wide, actually. Tixie says, thank you very much. Goes down the inside. Now he's got a long outside line to do. Round turn 5 with the better grip. No contact at all. Tixie, great move into lead the race.
Lurking as well. Flume has got DRS though, but Vojta down the inside. Is he going to go? He's gone very, very late on the brakes. And Vojta back up into P2 of this race.
Here in Singapore, the reigning champion wins 2 consecutive races. The Tixie is back on top here in Singapore. Vojta's Zluva, the Season 6 champion, is going to come across the line and grab P2 in the end. Flume, with a very good drive, gets another podium at the submarine. It's 3 P3s in a row for Flume. He just can't get off that 3rd step. Zachary Munn, with just a no-man's land drive, he's got P4 in the end. Steg, with an absolute beautiful drive, up 10 positions, does get Jab Vlogs in the end by just over 3.9 seconds and grabs P5. What a drive from the new debutant in that Alpine. Steg gets driver of the day with an absolute fantastic drive from P15. Jack Vlogs gets P6 today after not a great start, and I think that compromised him going into the 2nd stint. Sneaky guy with a great race does get Seth Martin in the end, but Seth Martin still beats out LD to get P8. Liam Doherty finishes P9. Gary Freeleg gets P10. In a row for Flume. Is it his time today in Mexico? It's lights out, and away we go. Jensen gets a better start. There goes Vojta with the slipstream. Got 830 meters to the breaking point. Who's got the slipstream? Who's got the inside line? Jensen in the inside. Vojta on the outside. Who's going to lead into turn 1? Jensen inside. Oh, he's nearly going 4 wide. 60 point his nose in. Vojta getting in there as well. Jensen still keeping the inside line. Flume does a switch back, and he's still managed to keep it. Now he's got the outside line run all the way up to turn 4. Can Flume take it back? Going round the outside. We've seen many times with Enzo before. Inside for turn 5. Into turn 6. Flume still got it. Vojta with a switchback. Having to back out, but Flume, there we go. Inside line. Jensen with the outsides made it work, and we're now going to go into turn 7. I think Jensen is going to take us away as the late race leader for lap 1. But here we go. Six is still fierce behind. Flume still behind Vojta. Very close as well. Here we go. Flume. Is he using any match? I don't think he is. He's going round the outside into turn 12. A bit of a switch back. Another loss of grip. But there we go. Vojta sending it down the inside. The Ferrari sends it. I'm losing my voice already. Tixie's going round the outside of Flume as well. Inside line for Flume, and I think he's going to keep that position. We've got a yellow flag. Green Beast, I think he's out of the race in Sector 3. DRS is now enabled, as I think we've got a VSC to calm us down. Is there going to be a gang of cars trying to fight for moves at the minute? Everyone's going single file left-hand side. Big
here we go, Vojta.
Here we go, Vojta going for a move into turn 1 with ease. Absolutely flies through with a slipstream. Now Jensen, but it is a double detection. Good to mention, double detection up here. It's also Vojta will have the DRS, but Jensen has the slipstream.
Tixie's trying his best as well to get a move onto the podium, and he's going to go round the outside of Flume. There's always a bit of contact ahead, and that's hampered Tixie's chances of getting into P3. Round the outside, Tixie down the inside though on the second of the double apex right-hander, but all remains the same as Gary Freeleg's well within this fight as well.
And the DRX, obviously. Double detection on the next straight as well. Here we go, down the inside.
Tixie as well.
Tixie nearly making contact with Vojta there, but going into turn 3, Jensen takes the lead, and Tixie takes P3 off. And
Tixie has the DRS. Vojta does not, as Tixie's looking for a double move in 2 consecutive corners. Going to turn to the inside for him. Vojta's trying his best to hang it round the outside, but Tixie is going to have the inside line. And Vojta, a bit of contact there. There's I think it was a squeeze from Tixie, but all, I think, within the rules. There's, these guys swapping positions again. And, but no major incidents. That pack is starting to break now. Yeah, let's have a look. Is Flume going to make the move? Is Tixie going to make the move? Tixie's going to make the move. Is he around the outside? Vojta, is he going to go for the middle? Not quite, just stays in P3. But these two
for the lead. Side by side, Vojta nearly runs into the back of Tixie.
Tixie with a switcheroo.
Yeah, Jensen could get swallowed up here if he's not careful. Bit of contact, bit of wheel banging from the front too. But Tixie does take the lead of this race.
He's using a bit of overtake now. Might be getting a bit frustrated, like I said earlier on. He doesn't want to lose DRS, of course. Now going into the final sector.
Oh, a bit of lag there from me.
Vojta went a bit deep on the curb, and they're going to lose DRS, you know. So Flume might just get past with the DRS. So we're going to go back onto the next straight, onto long straights, going into turn 1.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think D might have a shot as well to get past him without the DRS.
If Tixie and Jensen are smart here, they'll both use to keep that DRS broken. But I think it's going to be enough anyways. D not quite close enough. As let's have a look with Jensen.
Tried to get through again, but on the inside, yeah, he's probably lost a bit of time now to Flume though. Just over a second, and I think Flume obviously still has the DRS as well. But Jensen down the inside at turn 4. Tixie's trying to keep it on the outside, you know, and now he's going for a bit of a switch back. Going up to turn 6, a bit of wheel banging there. But yeah,
covered nicely
Tixie,
from the
with a straight line speed of that Ferrari. But at the minute, Tixie going down the inside or outside. He's using the outside this time round, but he's flying through anyway. Doesn't need the braking point. Whereas the Haas is back in the lead of this race. Tixie, the current champion, in the lead back again as Flume right on the back of Jensen. But can't really do anything with it. Is it going to be 4th consecutive P3s in a row for Flume? That's unheard of. Jensen, what happened?
Oh, big slide though from Tixie, so that might gain him a 10-4-2. As he's pushing his Tixie to break it. I think that surprised Jensen there, and he's out of DRS. He won't get it for the next straight. There's obviously, we keep mentioning that double detection zone, and Flume can he slingshot himself with the DRS back up to Tixie's 1 second range, and he has. D into P4 on Vojta's Zluva, up 12 positions from his side. This is phenomenal. This boy has not lost it. He's been away and he's back. His first race back. It's a 3-4 for Alpine. The amount of traction he has, and Ryan Hall. That's a safety. It's a safety. He's binned it wall, and his car's.
Oh, that's a big crash.
Car's doing a musty. His car's doing a musty flick. It's a virtual safety car, but I can assure you, it is a full course safety car.
Here's this restart. Tixie's going to take us away, all the way into Tier 1. Needs a good start, 830 metres from pole to Tier 1 braking point. So probably about a bit more than that, about 900 from the final corner. Whenever he goes, when's he going to call it? Got to ride on board with a Haas, and we'll see if he does get an advantage. As there we go, he's gone now. As Flume didn't catch it too well. 3.5 attempts. Jensen behind as well. But I think Flume's using a bit of battery now, using a bit of deployment. There he goes. Here we go into turn 1. Can he make a move? Going back into the lead of the race where he started. Down the inside, Flume goes. Tixie with the outside, confidently on the brakes. Absolutely nails it going into turn 2. Yeah, I think he's might just use a bit of overtake now. He is going to use a bit of overtake. He's getting a bit of slipstream from Tixie ahead. Yeah, Flume just slots in behind. As there goes Jensen into P2 now. Can he make a move for the lead going up to turn 4? As I think D's making another move, and Zachary. I think they're both just using each other to try and get a bit of a slingshot method, but it's still not. It's just not working. These 3 ahead are absolutely rapid at this stage. But yeah, D and in P4, Zachary in P5, and Guy Freeleg still close behind in P6, having a decent race as well.
Lap 25 now, out of 36, and Tixie is now down into P2. Jensen takes the lead. Gonna inherit, is he? P5? Potentially, if he closes up to P4. Which is Zachary Runner. That's a Mercedes
off. A big crash, Icky Robbo.
BSC. As where is he? We're looking at him, but we can't see him. Oh, there he is. Oh,
hello.
And then when it clears up, oh, he's gone for it. It's Tixie. He's gone for it. He's going for the softs. This is what we love. Differential. He must have heard me. Yeah, he's into the pits.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah,
it's the Icky Robbo thing to do.
Yeah. Talk about
Oh, here we go.
And he puts the softs on.
7 laps.
I think he's thrown it, to be fair.
I'm sure these 3 here, Zmon, D and Guy Freeland, could have maybe closed it a bit more, you know, because they've been so quick in his second stint.
Flume is in the position coming onto the final lap now, which you do not want to be in.
The final lap, crazy.
P2, as Gary's already off for a move. He's had enough waiting. But yeah, I'll take it over to you for turn 1.
Absolutely, we're going into turn 1. Zachary Munn on Flume. He gets through. Gary Freeleg. Now, oh, bit of contact between the pair. And there we go. D's going to try and gobble him up as well. He absolutely has done. And he's through on Flume. So Flume, he's got the penalty as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Flume 3 seconds. So he's probably going to get P4 here. He's not going to get that P3, you know. But here we go, round the final corner. He extends his gap again. It's Jensen on the top step. Who's going to come across line in P2? Do you know what? Who is it? Zachary Munn's going to take it for now. Flume does get P3. However, I think Defo after the race is going to be instance that might be put in. I think D might be P2, you know. I think he might have just grabbed it. So we're going to hope for the best of him. But on track, Jensen Ralston wins the race and Zachary Munn gets P2. Flume in P3 as it stands. Flume to the line now. Is it pole position? Is it anything to challenge? It is not enough. Doesn't improve at all. Jensen Ralston is the new Season 9 champion. What a lap. What a qualifying and what a season. Doesn't matter about the race now. It can have a little, just a nice little Sunday drive. Doesn't matter at all. But 52 races, 683 points, 684 points now. 10 wins, 15 podiums and 11 pole positions. Jensen Ralston's career stats for you. And he is now not only the Season 2 Tier 2 champion, the Season 9 Tier 1 champion. And here we go for the penultimate time around Interlagos. The 5 red lights are now out and it's lights out and away we go. Jensen gets away very well to Tixie in going down the inside into the center S's. Who's going to get the advantage? Tixie out inside, Jensen outside, now got the inside into turn 2. Now around the long left-hander at turn 3. Who's got the better traction as Vojta, Zluva and Seth Martin going side by side all the way down to turn 4. So are Tixie and Jensen. Jensen got the inside line going into turn 4. Can he take the lead? The already champion from qualifying. Tixie's still hanging it around the outside. He's got the position. Wow. Tixie's into the lead of the race already going into turn 6 as it's all starting to settle down slightly more after the start. I think we're going side by side between Steg and Enlife. Steg gets a position. Phoenix is going down the inside, darted down the inside at turn 8. Got the position on Enlife. And he's now going around the long way outside line around turn 9. Can he get the position? Can he get the traction? He has done into turn 10 now. Into the hairpin as he makes the move on Enlife and he's already up to P8. Harry Phoenix is looking for a fantastic drive today to get himself some more points and solidify himself in the prize pool. But at the minute, Tixie leads the race. Jensen in P2, Vojta in P3 and Seth Martin and LD both together in P4 and P5. Flume needs a good race if he wants to try and beat Tixie. It's for P2 in the championship. But we've still got 2 races left, including this one, as Tixie leads us away.
Yeah, he does. I've got to say, everyone's got through pretty nicely. No major incidents as well, as Seth Martin and Liam Doherty still hanging in there. No major position changes in the top 6. It's just Jensen and Tixie.
Here we go, Jensen down the inside, use a bit of overtaking into turn 4. He's going to try and take the lead of the race for the first time. He has done. Nicely done by Jensen. And I think this is his lap to lead. Jensen takes the lead as soon as he possibly can. On lap 2, there's no DRS, so, you know, gets past and can he create a gap? Jensen Ralston, the current Season 9 champion, is in the lead of the race. I bet that's good to hear when he re-watches this stream. Yeah, no real rush for the front ones to come in, but Seth Martin is right on the back of Vojta Zluva. He is really in the fight for a podium today. Oh, Vojta. Can he get himself on it? Vojta's in the pit lane. I think he had to make that call because he was right. Well, the pressure was on for Vojta. So there he goes. He's going to come out ahead of Liam Doherty. Has he done the undercut successfully on the intermediates? Has it been a good lap? He's got a purple in sector 2, so maybe it might be enough, you know. Let's see where Vojta comes out. He is just exiting the pit lane now. And here comes Liam Doherty in the final sector, going across the checkered flag and onto the new lap. Going into center.
It's going to be clear, yeah, Vojta.
Yeah, Vojta's still going to be clear, so that was the gap he pulled. But is it going to be by a lot? Obviously,
Liam Doherty's got these up to temperature now, but yeah, it's still quite a big gap. 3.7 seconds, pretty similar to how it was before. Comes across the line and sets another lap on
Certainly.
wet tyres.
Oh, as that is Blaze.
Safety car.
Safety car there. Blaze and Jack Vlogs coming together, I think. As this is perfect for the guys who haven't boxed. Absolutely perfect.
Vojta, the luck strikes again. Anyway, Jensen Ralston, the season 9 champion, is about to get us underway. Already gapped by just under 3 seconds, and he's gapping already on the restart. It's a very, very good restart from Mr. Jensen. As
Vojta's on 60 here, he's going.
It's right on the back of him. Here we go, Vojta. Round the outside, going to the centre S's. Tixie goes for a bit of a dive, and I think he's got that back. Seth Martin on the outside of Vojta's Zluva. Flume now on the back of Seth Martin, but Seth Martin is going to push for this. He's using a bit of battery, but so is Vojta's Zluva going into turn 4, and Seth Martin has to yield, but Tixie had a very poor restart there, 1.2 seconds behind the championship winner and race leader, Jensen Ralston. 1.1's the gap. Vojta 5 cents behind Tixie, and Seth Martin right on the back of Vojta. So can he make a move? Is he faster in this race? Can Seth Martin grab his 2nd podium of the season?
Yep, absolutely. We're going to see a move here, surely, as Seth Martin's got the battery. He's got more than Vojta's Zluva, but Vojta, does he have the better straight line speed? Jensen sets the fastest lap. It is going to be a move.
Outside line for Seth Martin going into the centre S's. Can he make a move? The Williams driver's got the inside line for turn 2. And can he get the better traction down all the way around turn 3? Can he use a bit of battery to try and get himself ahead of the Ferrari driver? The season 6 champion versus Seth Martin. And he's going to have the outside line for turn 4. Can Seth Martin stick it in there? I think he can, you know, going around the outside. But Vojta's Zluva closes it on. Flume making a move. Not just Seth Martin on them both, and LD also capitalising on Seth Martin getting pushed wide. But there we go. Flume goes off the track. LD. I'm losing my voice. But LD gets through on them both. He's into P3. Liam Doherty started this lap down in P6. He's ahead now of Seth Martin into P4's Vojta's Zluva has made Vojta's Zluva has made a move. Lap 6.
Here we go. This is what we want to see. Seth Martin.
Here we go. Seth Martin making a move. Oh, down the inside into centre S's as LD. Can he stick it in there? Oh, he's trying, but he can't do it. Seth Martin, better traction and better grip, to be honest. Very nice move in the centre S's and gets passed back into P4. He wants his podium today. LD was in that podium place for about 5 seconds before Vojta's mover made a move into turn 8. Tixie hasn't been gapped, though, by too much. 1.3, still in reach, and he can still noticeably see him right ahead.
Yeah, Iki Robbo into the points on Phoenix.
Hey, up Seth Martin. He's going to send one. Oh, he's close. Oh, he's hit the back of Vojta's Zluva there. Bit of contact going into turn 8. Now turn 9, long left-hander. Can he keep it this close going onto the straight? LD's very close behind as well. He's ready to gobble this up again. So he's Flume. Oh, he's hitting the corner. He's hit the back again. There's, let's just chill out. We don't want damage, Seth. Otherwise, LD's going to be licking his lips. But Seth Martin... He's got way up, bit of lag from Vojta's gone deep as well, and he's Vojta, he's hit the wall as well. Has he got damage? I think he might have just got away with it. Jamal's getting through as well. It's going to be argy-bargy. Vojta's Zluva's been bullied to the back, and he's now in P7. Seth Martin into the podium places with LD fighting for this one as well. Flume going down the inside of LD, going into turn 3 and going round turn 3. LD's got the outside, Flume with the inside. Who can come out on top? I think the McLaren is. And Jamal, out of nowhere, is coming for it again in the inside. As he's going to have to see this one. Is LD, and LD's now getting overtaken by Vojta's Zluva from what is going on? Vojta's Zluva was in P3, now he's in P6, makes a move on LD and capitalises on a very poor start of this lap from Mr. Kicksalber Liam Doherty.
And Vojta did complain about his screen freezing in Mexico. At one point, he lost 10 seconds in one straight because of a screen freeze. Flume, let's have a look here on Seth Martin.
I mean, how many P3s does this guy want? He's into P3 again. The McLaren driver, Flume, gets past Seth Martin.
Nanu, Gary 3-leg going side by side. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. And I think Jensen's staying out. Tixie's called it. He's in.
I don't blame him.
Has he got it slowed?
Blame him.
He has.
It's green flag though. It's green flag now, so he's going to lose track position. But I tell you what, if Flume and Seth Martin battle, it could really hamper his progress. Seth Martin. He's trying to use battery, but he's got none left. He's got nothing left. I mean, there's plenty of laps to do it, so I think he will. 9 laps with fresh inters to get past these. But yeah, Flume could find himself in a very good position.
Seth could get overtaken here from Jamal. As Jamal is using heavily. Seth had a poor exit. I think he is round the outside. Jamal.
Seth trying to defend, use a bit of the battery. Tixie gets the fastest lap though. As I tell you what, who's that? Tixie sneaking and nosing on Jamal, as he knows he needs to make moves as soon as he can, and that saves Seth Martin from losing the place to Jamal. So yeah, I think most important, Seth needs to let Tixie by in a nice, safe manner if he wants to try and catch up and overtake Flume and not get overtaken
down the
by
inside,
Jamal.
Tixie. He's got that move done nice and easy from Jamal. On the pressure side, he's just managed to break a little bit later, and now he's on the back of the Williams of Mr. Seth Martin.
Nah. We're not going to argue for that.
Seth Martin's still on for a podium here.
Seth Martin is still well and truly on for a podium here. Look at the gap. Bit of slipstream, and he could find himself in the podium places with 2 laps to go. And I tell you what, he's using all his tank, and he's going for the outside line into the centre S's, and he's outbroke the McLaren, and that's a big move, and a big bold move for the Williams car. Seth Martin battles and bullies his way through, and he's into the podium places. He wants this. It's got to be close, but Flume has got experience in these positions, and he's going back down the inside of Seth Martin, late on the braking, rear sliding out, a bit of contact, and I tell you what, Jamal scobbled and gobbled, and scobbled and gobbled? What's that about? Has gobbled up the position, and he's into P4. It's an absolute standout race for Jamal, I've got to say, from P11 on the grid. Up to P4 now, and it could be on for a podium in an absolute horrendous season from himself. Could still be on for a podium position. Down in P19 in the championship.
Look at the gap as well. Tixie and Jensen, it is well on.
Oh, here we go. 5/10. It's the final lap of the penultimate race. Both championships already decided, as Jack Vlogs can't magically get into P2. Unless somehow everyone gets like a 2-minute penalty.
Let's just look back here, as they're all squabbling for position on the final lap.
Oh, Flume go for a move on them both. Seth Martin got the outside line. Flume down the inside. Who can make it stick? Flume's drifting past like Kimi Raikkonen in Singapore. And I'll tell you what, Seth Martin's lost both the places. Jamal gets back through. Jamal's fighting for this one all the way to the finishing point. Tixie's right on the back of Jensen. He's going to go for a bit of a dive bomb. The Haas on the new champion. Old champion versus new champion. As here we go, Alpine keeps it, and I tell you what, he's going to try and move, surely, going into turn 10, sorry, I should know that one after all this time. As usual, a bit too much on the rears, and I tell you what, I think it's been decided, is it another P3 for Flume? Is anyone going to go for a dive bomb? I don't think they are, but the championships have been decided, surely, in this race. Jack Vlogs can't magically get up to P1 at this point. To the line, is it going to be a side-by-side finish? Here we go. Is it going to be the champions fighting to the line? It's not going to be enough for Tixie, as Jensen wins the race with another champions drive and has got his 11th win under the belt and is the champion here in Season 9, already deciding qualifying. But on this lap, Flume is going to take another P3 in this race. Wow. That's crazy numbers. 4th P3 this season and keeps on the podium. But Jamal, with a great race, it's got to be said, he's been nowhere all season. Grabs P4 in the penultimate round. Seth Martin puts the rivalry to bed with a P5, and I think he probably would have wanted more in this race.
Lights are on then for the last time for me in commentary. It is lights out and away we go. Flume look to get away decently with Phoenix. Are they going to be side by side into turn 1? Ream Beast, is he going for a move down the inside? It's side by side between Phoenix and Flume from second on the grid is into P1. I think Liam Doherty got pushed out a little bit there with Nanu and Ream, so that's dropped him a place from P4 down into P5. Is Phoenix going to go for a move down the inside? No, but Ream is going to go for a move on Flume. Not quite anything doing there as Ream into P2. It's a dream start for McLaren, but Phoenix is side by side now with the McLaren. Phoenix versus Ream into turn 6 now. Who is going to be ahead? Is it going to be the McLaren or is it going to be the Racing Bull? I think it's going to be the Racing Bull. It has got bogged down a little bit there from Ream Beast. So it's a 1-2 for McLaren. A brilliant start for those. Liam Doherty going down the inside of Phoenix. Side by side now into turn 9. It's going to be tricky. It's very high speed corner, but I think Liam's just backed out there. Or has he? Got the inside line on Phoenix. A little bit of a wobble on the rears from the Racing Bull, but I think Phoenix has kept into P3. P1 down into P3. It's a Lando Norris start for Phoenix. Anyone at the back? I think Gary Threelegs had a little bit of an incident. Swapping positions. Ream Beast up into the lead of a Tier 1 race. I think he's definitely certifying himself for a Tier 1 position next season. He's leading the Tier 2 championship, but this drive is a statement drive. Wanting to claim himself in Tier 1 is... what? Ream? Oh dear! He's gone down the inside of his teammate. I was looking at the chat there as he's dropped positions to Phoenix and Liam Doherty. Did he go down the inside of his teammate? I was too busy looking at the chat, and that's dropped him down into P4. He needs a good drive in here today to solidify himself a Tier 1 seat for next season. That's promoted Phoenix and Liam Doherty up into P2 and P3. So there's the position change for you. Any moves here? Liam Doherty is getting repassed by Ream Beast. He's ghosted, so maybe a little slide on the rears, maybe a little bit of contact as he goes for it there. But yeah, Ream Beast is back up into P3. Move for the lead, potentially. Phoenix round the outside of Flume, is it? Into turn 9. Flume's going to have the inside line, but Phoenix, crucially, after this little straight, is going to turn back into the inside line. I think Flume is just going to let him have it there, and he is. Phoenix, for the first time since the race started, back up into P1. Jensen is worked his way up past the back of the second pack here. So he's back past Nanu as there's a send there from the swapping positions. Actually, lovely switchback from Ream as Jensen is looking to capitalise on this. Is he going to get a move on N-Life? Or are these two all going to swap? Let's go to cinematic cam. As Kevin Slice has left the session, retired early on track, as there's a little send there from Jensen on the likes of N-Life, but he's just backed out there. So Ream, has he got the run on Liam Doherty? Let's have a look. Let's go back to that fantastic camera view, hopefully through turn 9. Let's have a look to see all the swapping of position. Ream Beast up into P4. Jensen now up into P5, and he's got that move done. Jensen is on a charge, started in P16, is all the way up into P5, up 11 places. It's absolutely incredible pace. As Phoenix is in the pit lane, so Jensen, your season 9 champion, does take the lead of this race. As these guys at the back are not going to box again. So yeah, Jensen is actually going to come out in P9, so he's going to be at the rear of the pack. So Phoenix into P2, Flume into P1, and look at that gap, 5.1 seconds for Flume. That is crazy undercut. Is Phoenix going to be able to catch in 12 laps? As yeah, 1.6 is the gap. Let's have a look. They're going 3 wide ahead, I don't know, not quite too wide into turn 6, round the outside for Ream Beast. Going to turn into the inside. Oh, he's getting pretty scrappy. Is Jensen going for the move, and he's going to get P3 already, is he? Up into P3, but Nanu is definitely going to challenge him. He's going to try keep that inside line, but no. Jensen is back up into P3. Can he break away now and get a podium in the final race here from the back of the grid? It's crazy what this kid can do. Great race, but yeah, look at the gap now between Phoenix and Flume. 4 tenths it is. And is it going to be this lap? Phoenix round the outside. No, down the inside for Phoenix. On Flume. Flume got the switchback there. That's a lovely move from the McLaren driver. Is it going to be for Flume or Phoenix? Who's going to lead into turn 12? It's going to be Phoenix. Flume round the outside still, though. That is great racing between the Racing Bull and the McLaren driver. But Phoenix finally has the move done. And on lap 23 out of 29, Phoenix is back into the lead of this race. Not quite making the move down into turn 6. Let's see if he can make the move down into turn 9. There's that little corner there. It's on the straight, but it is classed as a corner just as you open the DRS. It is turn 8 there. Now into turn 9. Flume has got the position back on Phoenix. So, hang on, here we go. Flume round the outside, is it? Of Phoenix, not quite, as Phoenix is still in the lead of the race. Nearly lost the back-ended Flume on the exit there of turn 9. Now coming into turn 12. Oh dear, that could seal the deal. Phoenix could... Oh dear, no! Everyone's getting time penalties. Liam Doherty, he needs to keep it on track now, but Flume, has that sealed the deal? Has that sealed the victory in the finale for Phoenix? For the lead of this race, Flume, 3-second time penalty. Phoenix, no time penalty. So, all he has to do, he could just let Flume by here, could Phoenix, and just sit in the DRS until the last lap. As it is the final race of the season. So, Flume, is he going to go for the move? He's not. He's going to wait for the second straight. So, Phoenix defending very, very hard. So, it's going to be the second straight. It's going to be all or nothing for Flume. Flume with 90% battery. So has Phoenix, though. So, it's going to be the use of the DRS and the choice of lines. Flume is going to go round the outside, and we're going to have a fantastic view of this. Flume into the lead of the race here, as Phoenix is trying his best to keep it stuck on the inside, side by side now, as they come into turn 12. Who is going to be ahead? Flume is going to be ahead, and he's locked the reins, and Phoenix round the outside now in the final few corners, as Flume has actually managed to keep the position. He's struggling on the rears. Phoenix is going to go down the inside. They're going to be side by side to the line, are they? Not quite. Flume off track. Round the final corner. Flume is going to claim it on track, but Phoenix is going to take victory here in the finale of Abu Dhabi. Jensen on his final Tier 1 race of the season. The champion is going to take P3. Liam Doherty and Ream. Oh dear, that is not ideal. Oh no, there's a huge crash and Liam Doherty takes P4. Ream goes for an optimistic send and gets P5. We'll have to see if that stays. Jack Cowles gets P6 after getting collected by Ream. Mark Noble in P7. M-Life in P8. Nanu in P9. CSGO is going to claim a point in P10, which is hard for... You're actually going to get P9. Nanu is your final point scoring position. Wow, I am out of breath. Wow.